Scare tactics, a tool as old as time. Recently, red meat was under attack. How could liberals take away an American staple like hamburgers? Biden was going to limit us to one burger per month in the name of climate change. It was completely fabricated, but Texas's own Greg Abbott jumped on Twitter to let us know it wasn't going to happen in Texas because it wasn't going to happen anywhere. It was bullshit. In this game we are calling With Fox and Friends Like These, we are going to present you with some scare tactics used by conservatives. Some are real, some are fake. Because some of these scare tactics are so ridiculous, we don't believe you'll be able to tell what they've really said from what we've made up. Here to play is Chase. Hi, Chase.
Hey, John. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing, Chase?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here in Austin.
You're in Texas. I could tell because your shirt says Texas.
It does say Texas, yes. I had to rep my hook 'em horns.
How is Austin doing? Hook and horns.
I mean, I cannot wait for all these legislators to leave our city to stop making the really dumb laws that they have just cannot stop passing. It's just an endless stupidity parade that is happening around the corner from my apartment, and I am ready for them to leave.
It is very frustrating that Austin, this bastion of progressivism, of weirdness, of people who are not right-wing lunatics, has the capital where they're making all these laws, and that Austin itself has been gerrymandered so that Austin is carved up into little bits and they have to vote for all these Republican members.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I actually went and visited D.C. a couple of years ago, and I called Lloyd Doggett to let him know that I was a constituent, and he said, no, I wasn't. And I was like, well, not him, his staff. And I'm like, no, I am. I live 2 blocks away from a different district, and his map in his office showed was incorrect.
Wow.
And
interesting.
Yeah, no, that's just how bad it is.
So Chase, I'm going to read a scare tactic, and you have to decide whether it is made up by us or something Fox or one of its, similar things really used. Are you ready?
Yes.
Suggested that a fist bump between Barack and Michelle Obama could be interpreted as a terrorist fist jab.
I definitely remember fist bumps being something, but I want to say that's false.
It's true. Play the clip.
A fist bump, a pound, a terrorist fist jab?
That's right. They really said it was a terrorist fist jab. Next scare tactic. They claim that in Joe Biden's America, children would be jailed for running unlicensed lemonade stands.
I mean, that's going to have to be true, because I feel like I have heard people talk about that all the time, that there is these city bureaucrats ready to get every unlicensed lemonade stand.
You know what? I think you're probably right. We didn't find evidence of it, but I'm sure it's happened. I'm giving it to you, even though we're calling it false. Next, they straight up lied that the reason Obama didn't meet with Israel was because he was busy meeting with a man dressed as a pirate.
That's going to be true. That has to be true.
That is true. Roll the clip.
All right, looks like Middle East peace will have to wait. The president says he's got no time to meet with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, but meeting with a pirate, no problem.
So here's what you need to know,
I mean,
Chase.
it wasn't Halloween, was it?
I was there for the taking of that photo. It was, first of all, they tweeted an old picture as a joke. That photo was not taken when Fox News claimed it was taken. It was taken as part of a joke photo for the White House Correspondents' Dinner in 2009. And the man playing the pirate was future chief White House speechwriter Cody Keenan, who did a great job being a pirate that day. Next scare tactic. They told Americans that they should be afraid because Greta Thunberg is tween Hitler.
I mean, that has to be true. Like, I
False.
feel like I've seen so many.
It up.
No, you made
No.
that.
I made up tween Hitler.
I mean, there's so many right-wing trolls who have taken her and put those little mustaches on Twitter, and I thought for sure one of those would have made their way, because that's the kind of fact checking they're doing there.
All right. Well, you know what? I understand your logic. Incorrect. Next scare tactic. They suggested that wearing 2 masks deprives the body of oxygen, leading to hypercapnia.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they were saying that about one mask. I don't know what hypercapnia is, so maybe
Neither
that is the false part.
No, you got it. It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no downside to wearing 2 masks. What about oxygen or hypercapnia from getting too much carbon dioxide in your blood?
Tucker was worried about hypercapnia, whatever that is.
That sounds about as real as that QAnon drug they think that everybody's trying to get.
Oh yeah, what is that drug called? They claim that Hillary Clinton is taking it out of kids from the what's it called?
Adrenochrome.
Yes, adrenochrome. Which, by the way, I don't see this noted anywhere. Is literally just taken from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It is Hunter S. Thompson made that up in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome?
Just saying, they made it up. But isn't that what I'd say if I'm part of the adrenochrome conspiracy? You know.
I mean, I think we all are at this point.
Next scare tactic, they declare that Elmo is a tool of the homosexual agenda.
You know, I mean, I hear about the Sesame Street and the Ernie, so I'm going to go with true.
False.
That has to be part of.
Made it up, Chase.
I mean, I just thought that they would think anything of Sesame Street trying to educate children goes straight back to the homosexual agenda. I feel like anything that's good is part of our agenda, and I've never even seen it.
Next, if Batman was alive today, liberals would defund him.
I mean, they're not wrong if that is true. I don't think that vigilante justice is something that we should be encouraging. I think I see why they would think that vigilante justice is a good thing, because they're over here saying that why would Kyle Rittenhouse not do this, which is ridiculous. We shouldn't be doing it. So I would defund Batman. I'm gonna say it's true, and one of the few times they're correct.
They should claim it, because we would defund Batman. I don't want some
would defund Batman.
Billionaire out there pummeling people.
I also want to do a wealth tax. So is that defunding him? I'm all good with that as well.
Wow,
defund
that's
billionaires.
A really good point. Bruce Wayne has too much money. I don't want one rich guy to have a fucking flying machine. I want everybody to have enough.
I'd rather
I
tax
agree.
him and then have enough social workers to actually respond to the stuff that the cops do. So defund Bruce Wayne, fund everything else. Yeah, no, it's a right belief.
Defund Bruce Wayne. Chase, we're going to have to, I just think that is a t-shirt that has to probably happen now. I'm not even kidding. Somebody make a note. Next quote, next scare tactic. They claim that COVID restrictions were really about conditioning the public to accept draconian climate change lockdowns.
I'm going to say that is probably true.
You got it. Let's roll the clip.
Urban design can reduce the average city dweller's carbon footprint by shaping lifestyle choices and influencing day-to-day behavior. In other words, a lockdown of another kind, this time in the name of climate.
Wow. You got it. That is some wild shit. And finally, Chase, they said that an inclusive rainbow-colored Lego playset was in fact racist and the opposite of Martin Luther King's dream for America.
I'm going to go with false, because I don't even think they're that dumb to see the rainbow and think racism. They would go straight to the homophobia, but I am prepared to be proved very wrong.
In fact, you are wrong, Chase. You're right. You're wrong. Let's roll the clip.
Look, this isn't on the same level as those examples, but look at Lego. This is Lego's newest line of diversity toys. This separation to color coding, living up to every stereotype from hairstyle to skin color, looks like it could have been designed by David Duke.
Chase is shaking his head.
There's just a lot of leaps in logic there that I hope they did some stretching, because I've never, and it's been bad for me, so I don't know what they're up to.
Well, Chase, you've won the game. Great job. So good to see you. Thanks for playing.
Spend